As he stood on the bridge of the latest human starship, watching as it prepared to launch on a new mission, he felt a sense of peace. The future was uncertain, but it was also full of promise. Humanity had taken its first steps into the galaxy, and now they were ready to walk the path before them with care, courage, and an unwavering commitment to a better tomorrow. The stars awaited, and humanity was ready to meet them, not with fear, but with hope and determination. The journey would continue, and the next chapter of their story was ready to be written: the legacy. Decades after Alex's final mission, his legacy lived on in the halls of the Galactic Council. The once fractured relationships had solidified into enduring partnerships. The galaxy, though still vast and full of mysteries, had become a place where humanity was a respected and integral member of the community. The principles that Alex had championed, cooperation, responsibility, and mutual respect, were now the guiding tenets of humanity's interactions with other species. The projects initiated during his tenure had blossomed into full-fledged collaborations, with human scientists and diplomats working side by side with their alien counterparts to tackle the galaxy's most pressing challenges. On Earth, the changes were even more profound. The global forums had evolved into permanent institutions dedicated to exploring not just the science of space exploration, but also the ethics and philosophy of humanity's place in the universe. These institutions became the backbone of a new era of learning and discovery, one that prioritized wisdom over ambition and long-term progress over short-term gains. The story of humanity's journey to the stars was taught to every child, not as a tale of conquest or triumph, but as a lesson in humility, resilience, and the power of cooperation. The mistakes of the past were not forgotten. They were remembered as warnings, guiding humanity as it continued to explore the unknown. Alex himself became a figure of legend, his name spoken with reverence across the galaxy. Statues were erected in his honor on worlds far from Earth, and his writings were studied by diplomats and leaders seeking to navigate the complex web of interstellar relations. But perhaps the greatest testament to his legacy was the peace that now reigned across the galaxy. The wars that had once threatened to tear the galaxy apart were a distant memory, replaced by a spirit of cooperation that had been hard-won through years of effort and sacrifice. As humanity continued its journey among the stars, they did so with the knowledge that they were not alone, that they were part of something much larger than themselves. And in that knowledge, they found the strength to face whatever challenges the future might bring. The stars, once so distant and unreachable, were now within their grasp, and as they reached out to touch them, they did so with the understanding that their place among the stars was not something to be taken for granted, but something to be earned every day, through their actions, their choices, and their unwavering commitment to a better future for all. The galaxy was their home now, and they were determined to protect it, to nurture it, and to ensure that it remained a place of wonder and possibility for generations to come. The journey was far from over, but with each step, humanity moved closer to fulfilling the promise that Alex had seen in the stars all those years ago. And so the story continued, a never-ending journey of discovery, learning, and growth. A journey that would take humanity to places they could never have imagined and beyond. The unexpected encounter. In the depths of the galaxy, the Koran Empire's grand ship loomed over Earth, casting a shadow as vast as it was menacing. The Korans, a race of technologically advanced and proud beings, had set their eyes on humanity. Led by Admiral Tsiros, a seasoned commander with a reputation for ruthless efficiency, their mission was to assess Earth's defenses and prepare for a potential invasion. Tsiros, a towering figure with sleek, metallic armor and piercing eyes, stood on the observation deck of the ship. His gaze was fixed on the blue planet below, where human activity buzzed like a hive of ants. His ship, a marvel of engineering, was equipped with weapons of unimaginable power. Yet what intrigued him most was not the potential for destruction, but a seemingly insignificant object he had recently come across in the ship's artifact collection, an old, rusted AK-47. To Tsiros, the AK-47 was a relic of primitive technology. It had been retrieved from a failed reconnaissance mission on Earth, where it had been left behind by a human soldier. Despite its age and lack of technological sophistication, the weapon held a certain fascination for him. It seemed almost comically outdated compared to the advanced weaponry his empire wielded. As Tsiros examined the gun, his second-in-command, Lieutenant Zara, approached. Zara was an adept strategist with a keen eye for detail, and she had been by Tsiros' side for many battles. Her curiosity was piqued by the sight of the archaic weapon. Admiral Zara began. I see you've taken an interest in that relic. Why? Zeros chuckled, his voice a low rumble. This weapon represents the very essence of humanity's defiance. Despite its simplicity, it's a symbol of their resilience. I'm curious to understand the significance of such a primitive tool in their defense strategy. Sarah nodded, her interest growing. We've encountered many civilizations, but none have wielded such archaic weapons. There must be something more to it. Perhaps it's a relic of a bygone era, or maybe it's just a symbol of their tenacity. Zeros' eyes narrowed as he continued to study the AK-47. He envisioned the humans who had wielded it, brave soldiers fighting for their survival, facing overwhelming odds. To him, this small, rusty piece of metal embodied the indomitable spirit of humanity. As the ship descended towards a remote area on Earth for a closer inspection, Zeros' thoughts turned to the broader implications. If a simple weapon like this could inspire such fascination, what other facets of human ingenuity might be waiting to be discovered? The descent was smooth, and the ship touched down in a secluded, unpopulated area. The Corans disembarked, their presence cloaked to avoid detection by the humans. Zeros and Zara led a team of scientists and engineers, all eager to uncover more about the planet's inhabitants. Their first stop was a small military outpost nearby. The outpost, though modest in size, was a hub of human activity. Zeros and his team approached cautiously, their advanced cloaking technology ensuring they remained hidden from view. Inside the outpost, they observed the humans, soldiers and engineers working tirelessly on various projects. Their attention was drawn to a display showing the latest advancements in human technology, including improved versions of the very weapon Zeros had found. Zara leaned closer to Zeros. Admiral, it seems the humans have continued to develop their weaponry. This suggests they're not as primitive as we might have assumed. Zeros nodded thoughtfully. Indeed, if they can evolve their technology from such humble beginnings, we might be underestimating their capabilities. It's crucial we understand their full potential before making any decisions. As the Corans gathered information, Zeros couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to humanity than met the eye. He was determined to uncover the truth behind their resilience and resourcefulness. Little did Zeros know that this seemingly insignificant weapon was about to play a crucial role in a series of events that would challenge his perceptions and test the limits of his empire's power. The journey of discovery had just begun, and the stakes were higher than anyone could have anticipated. The hidden strength. Admiral Zeros and his team continued their covert operation, delving deeper into the human military outpost. They discovered a range of advanced technologies, from cutting-edge communications devices to intricate combat machinery. However, their focus remained on understanding the core of human ingenuity. One evening, while Zeros was reviewing the gathered data, an alert sounded in the command center of the outpost. A new shipment of weapons had arrived, and the soldiers were preparing for an upcoming training exercise. Zeros saw this as an opportunity to gain further insights into human capabilities. Disguised in their cloaking gear, the Corans made their way to the warehouse where the new shipment was stored. They observed as crates were unloaded and the contents displayed. Among the new arrivals were several prototypes of futuristic firearms, each designed to be more efficient and deadly than its predecessor. Zara was particularly interested in a sleek new model that seemed to integrate energy-based technology with traditional firearms. Admiral, look at that one. It's a hybrid, part energy weapon, part conventional firearm. The humans are innovating rapidly. Zeros studied the prototype with a mix of intrigue and concern. They're evolving faster than we anticipated. Their ability to blend different technologies could make them a formidable opponent. As the team continued to observe, Zeros noticed a pattern in the humans' development process. They were not just creating new weapons, they were improving upon existing ones, refining their designs based on real-world feedback and battle experience. This iterative approach to technology was a testament to their resilience and adaptability. Meanwhile, back at the Corin ship, the scientists analyzed the data collected. They found that the humans were not only advancing their technology, but also developing new strategies for using their weapons effectively. It became clear that humanity's strength lay not just in their tools, but in their ability to innovate and adapt. Zeros convened a meeting with his top advisors to discuss their findings. We've underestimated the humans. Their progress in weaponry and tactics suggests they have a deeper well of resources and creativity than we thought. Zara nodded in agreement. Their innovation is driven by necessity and survival. They learn from every encounter and continuously improve. We need to reassess our strategy and approach. Xeros's thoughts turned to the broader implications of this revelation. If humanity's survival instincts were driving their technological advancements, their resolve and ingenuity could turn the tide in any conflict. The Koran Empire's initial assumptions about Earth's inhabitants were being challenged, and it was clear that a more nuanced understanding was required. The Korans decided to shift their focus from mere observation to active engagement. They would attempt to infiltrate human research facilities to gather more detailed information and possibly even sabotage their efforts. The goal was to assess whether the humans' advancements could be neutralized or if they represented a genuine threat that needed to be addressed with full-scale military force. As Deros prepared for this next phase of their mission, he reflected on the lessons learned so far. The human spirit, evident in their relentless drive to improve and adapt, was proving to be a significant factor in their defense capabilities. It was becoming increasingly clear that any invasion plans would need to account for this unexpected variable. Meanwhile, on Earth, the humans were busy preparing for their upcoming training exercise. Unbeknownst to them, their progress was being closely monitored by an alien race that had once considered them insignificant. The exercise was designed to test new strategies and technologies, and it promised to reveal even more about the strengths and weaknesses of human military operations. As the Korans continued their mission, the tension between curiosity and preparation grew. The time was approaching when Xeros and his team would need to make crucial decisions about their next steps. The fate of the Koran Empire's plans, and potentially the future of Earth, hung in the balance. The unexpected alliance. Admiral Xeros and his team had gathered substantial data on human advancements, and their findings were both impressive and alarming. The decision was made to deepen their infiltration, and Xeros himself took on a more active role in the operation. The Korans devised a plan to blend in with human researchers and engineers. With their advanced cloaking technology, they could assume human forms, allowing them to interact directly with the scientists without arousing suspicion. Xeros and Zera were among those selected to undertake this critical task. They infiltrated a prominent research facility known for its cutting-edge developments in military technology. The facility was bustling with activity, with scientists working on a range of projects, from improved weaponry to new defense systems. Disguised as researchers, Xeros and Zera began their work. They engaged with the human scientists, learning about their latest innovations and the challenges they faced. Xeros was particularly interested in a new energy shield technology that had the potential to revolutionize human defense capabilities. One day, as Deros was reviewing blueprints for the energy shields, he overheard a conversation between two scientists about an upcoming joint project with an allied alien race. The alliance was designed to enhance both parties' technologies and was seen as a significant step towards a more advanced defense system. The news of this alliance was unexpected and intriguing. Xeros realized that the humans were not only advancing on their own, but were also forming strategic partnerships to bolster their capabilities. This alliance could potentially complicate the Korans' plans if it resulted in a more formidable defense. Zara, who had been gathering information on human military tactics, noticed an anomaly in the data. Some of the new strategies being developed seemed to involve unconventional approaches, including psychological warfare and guerrilla tactics. These methods were designed to exploit weaknesses in enemy forces, and they reflected a deep understanding of the complexities of modern combat. As Deros and Zera continued their work, they encountered Dr. Emily Carter, a lead researcher on the Energy Shield project. Dr. Carter was known for her brilliance and her dedication to advancing human technology. She had been instrumental in developing several key innovations. Dr. Carter was open and curious about the new researchers who had joined her team. She engaged Xeros and Zera in discussions about the future of military technology and the challenges humanity faced. Her passion for her work was evident, and her insights into the human spirit and determination were enlightening. Xeros found himself unexpectedly drawn to Dr. Carter's enthusiasm and commitment. Despite his initial objective to assess and potentially neutralize human advancements, he began to see the humans in a new light. Their ingenuity and collaboration with allies were not merely defensive measures. They were expressions of their resilience and adaptability. As the days passed, Xeros and Zera gathered more information and deepened their understanding of humanity's capabilities. They witnessed firsthand the human drive to innovate and adapt, and it became clear that the Koran Empire's assumptions about Earth were far from complete. The upcoming joint project with the allied alien race promised to be a turning point for both humanity and its allies. The Corans had to decide whether to proceed with their original plans or to reconsider their approach in light of the new information they had uncovered. Zeros and Zera faced a dilemma. The humans' unexpected alliance and advancements were shaping the future of their mission. The Corans had to weigh the potential benefits of continued observation and infiltration against the risks of engaging in open conflict. The next steps would be critical, and the outcome of the mission depended on the decisions made in the coming days. The fate of Earth and the future of the Koran Empire's plans hung in the balance as the situation continued to evolve. The turning point. As the Koran team continued their infiltration, the tension between their mission and their growing respect for humanity's capabilities reached a boiling point. The upcoming joint project between the humans and their allied alien race was a significant development that could alter the course of their mission. Admiral Zeros decided to attend a confidential briefing about the joint project. Disguised as a human researcher, he blended seamlessly with the team. The briefing was held in a secure facility, and the details of the project were classified. Dr. Emily Carter was among the key presenters, outlining the objectives and expected outcomes of the project. The Alliance aimed to combine human technology with advanced alien knowledge to create a new generation of defense systems capable of countering threats from various sources. Zeros listened intently as Dr. Carter described the features of the new defense systems, including energy shields, advanced sensors, and adaptive countermeasures. The technology promised to enhance human capabilities significantly, making them a more formidable opponent. The Korans learned that the allied alien race was the Saurians, a reptilian species known for their advanced engineering and strategic prowess. The Saurians had provided critical insights into energy shield technology and had helped design a defense system that could adapt to different types of attacks. The briefing also revealed that the joint project included a series of field tests to evaluate the new systems in real-world scenarios. These tests would take place in various locations, including remote military bases and high-risk zones. The results of the tests would determine the effectiveness of the new technology and its readiness for widespread deployment. Zeros realized that the joint project was a game-changer. The collaboration between the humans and the Saurians would significantly enhance their defensive capabilities and create a new set of challenges for any potential invaders. The Korans would need to adapt their strategy to account for these advancements. As the briefing concluded, Zeros and Zera discussed their findings. Zera was concerned about the implications of the new technology. The humans and Saurians are developing a defense system that could neutralize many of our advantages. We need to consider whether it's worth pursuing our original plans or if we should seek a different approach. Zeros agreed. We must reassess our strategy. The humans' collaboration with the Saurians and their rapid technological advancements are changing the turning point. As the Koran team continued their infiltration, the tension between their mission and their growing respect for humanity's capabilities reached a boiling point. The upcoming joint project between the humans and their allied alien race was a significant development that could alter the course of their mission. Admiral Zeros decided to attend a confidential briefing about the joint project. Disguised as a human researcher, he blended seamlessly with the team. The briefing was held in a secure facility, and the details of the project were classified. Dr. Emily Carter was among the key presenters, outlining the objectives and expected outcomes of the project. The Alliance aimed to combine human technology with advanced alien knowledge to create a new generation of defense systems capable of countering threats from various sources. Zeros listened intently as Dr. Carter described the features of the new defense systems, including energy shields, advanced sensors, and adaptive countermeasures. The technology promised to enhance human capabilities significantly, making them a more formidable opponent. The Korans learned that the allied alien race was the Saurians, a reptilian species known for their advanced engineering and strategic prowess. The Saurians had provided critical insights into energy shield technology and had helped design a defense system that could adapt to different types of attacks. The briefing also revealed that the joint project included a series of field tests to evaluate the new systems in real-world scenarios. These tests would take place in various locations, including remote military bases and high-risk zones. The results of the tests would determine the effectiveness of the new technology and its readiness for widespread deployment. Zeros realized that the joint project was a game-changer. The collaboration between the humans and the Saurians would significantly enhance their defensive capabilities and create a new set of challenges for any potential invaders. The Corins would need to adapt their strategy to account for these advancements. As the briefing concluded, Siros and Zara discussed their findings. Zara was concerned about the implications of the new technology. The humans and Saurians are developing a defense system that could neutralize many of our advantages. We need to consider whether it's worth pursuing our original plans or if we should seek a different approach. Zeros agreed. We must reassess our strategy. The humans' collaboration with the Saurians and their rapid technological advancements are changing the dynamics of this mission. We need to evaluate our options carefully. Meanwhile, the field tests for the new defense systems began. The Corins observed the tests from a distance, using their cloaking technology to remain hidden. The new technology proved to be highly effective, with the energy shields and adaptive countermeasures performing well in various scenarios. During the tests, Zeros noticed something unexpected. The human soldiers and researchers displayed a level of teamwork and coordination that was impressive. Their ability to adapt to different situations and work seamlessly with their alien allies demonstrated a high degree of competence and resilience. The Corins faced a critical decision. The technological advancements and the unexpected alliance with the Saurians had shifted the balance. The mission's original objectives needed to be reevaluated, and a new approach was required to address the evolving situation. Zeros and Zara continued to gather information, working to understand the full extent of the new technology and the implications for their mission. The future of the Corin Empire's plans depended on their ability to adapt and respond to the changing circumstances. As the joint project progressed, the Corins faced mounting pressure to make decisions that would shape the outcome of their mission. The fate of Earth and the future of their empire hung in the balance, and the stakes had never been higher. The unexpected outcome. The joint project between the humans and the Saurians continued to make strides, with new advancements being tested and refined. The collaboration between the two species was proving to be a powerful combination, and the Corins watched with increasing concern. Admiral Tsiros and Zara continued their covert observation, gathering as much information as possible about the new technologies and the effectiveness of the joint project. The field tests had revealed that the new defense systems were more resilient and adaptive than anticipated. One evening, as Zeros reviewed the latest data, he received an unexpected transmission from the Corin ship. The transmission was from a high-ranking officer who had intercepted a message from the human military. The message contained information about a potential threat to the joint project, an unidentified force that was planning an attack on the test facilities. The Corin team was faced with a dilemma. The threat to the joint project could disrupt the humans' plans and provide an opportunity to assess their response under pressure. However, interfering with the project could also have unforeseen consequences and risk exposing their presence. Zeros decided to investigate the threat. He and Zara, along with a small team of Corin operatives, infiltrated the area where the potential attack was expected. They discovered that the threat was indeed real. An aggressive faction from a rival alien species known as the Draxians had targeted the joint project. The Draxians were a ruthless and formidable species with a history of conflict and aggression. Their goal was to undermine the humans' advancements and seize the opportunity to expand their influence. The Corins realized that the situation was more complex than they had initially thought. As the Draxians prepared for their attack, Zeros and Zara devised a plan to prevent the destruction of the joint project. They worked to neutralize the Draxian threat while remaining hidden from both the humans and the invading force. Their actions were calculated and precise, aimed at minimizing the impact on the ongoing tests. The battle that ensued was intense and chaotic. The Corins, using their advanced technology and tactical expertise, managed to thwart the Draxian attack and protect the test facilities. The humans, unaware of the Corins' involvement, successfully repelled the attackers and secured their position. After the battle, Zeros and Zara regrouped and reviewed the outcome. The intervention had prevented the disruption of the joint project and allowed the tests to continue. However, the Corins' actions had also revealed the presence of an unknown force, raising questions about their involvement. Zeros reflected on the events and the unexpected alliance between the humans and the Saurians. The Corins had faced a new challenge and had played a role in shaping the outcome of the conflict. The experience had shifted their perspective on humanity and their own mission. The Corins returned to their ship, where Zeros and his team deliberated on their next steps. The joint project was progressing, and the humans' capabilities were evolving rapidly. The Corins had to decide whether to continue their covert operations or to reconsider their approach in light of the new developments. The unexpected outcome of the battle and the growing alliance between the humans and their allies had changed the dynamics of the mission. The Corans faced a critical juncture, and their decisions would have far-reaching consequences for both their empire and Earth. The revelation. The battle had left the Coran Empire with a heightened sense of urgency. Admiral Tsiros and his team were now faced with a pivotal moment in their mission. The unexpected alliance between the humans and the Saurians had proven to be a formidable challenge, and the Draxian attack had added a new layer of complexity. Determined to understand the full implications of their observations, Zeros decided to focus on deciphering the strategic significance of the joint project. The Corans' next move needed to be well-informed and carefully considered. The revelation. The battle had left the Coran Empire with a heightened sense of urgency. Admiral Tsiros and his team were now faced with a pivotal moment in their mission. The unexpected alliance between the humans and the Saurians had proven to be a formidable challenge, and the Draxian attack had added a new layer of complexity. Determined to understand the full implications of their observations, Zeros decided to focus on deciphering the strategic significance of the joint project. The Corans' next move needed to be well-informed and carefully considered. One day, while reviewing intelligence reports, Zeros stumbled upon an encrypted transmission between the humans and the Saurians. With Zera's expertise in decoding, they managed to access the contents of the message. It detailed the strategic goals of the joint project and the potential impact on both their defensive and offensive capabilities. The revelation was startling. The joint project aimed to create a multi-layered defense system capable of repelling a wide range of threats, including advanced alien technology. The system was designed not only to defend against physical attacks but also to counteract electronic and psychological warfare. Zeros realized that the project's success would significantly enhance human capabilities and pose a serious challenge to any invading force. The Corans had underestimated the potential of this collaboration, and their mission objectives needed to be reassessed. As Zeros and Zera discussed their findings, they received a surprise transmission from Dr. Emily Carter. The transmission was a personal message addressed to the researchers who had been working with her. In the message, Dr. Carter expressed her gratitude for their contributions and shared insights into the human spirit and their drive for innovation. Dr. Carter's message revealed her perspective on the joint project and the importance of collaboration and mutual support. Her words resonated with Zeros, who had begun to see the humans in a new light. The revelation of their dedication and determination challenged his preconceived notions. Zeros and Zera decided to meet with Dr. Carter under the guise of human researchers. During their conversation, they learned more about her vision for the future and her commitment to advancing technology for the betterment of humanity. Dr. Carter spoke about the challenges they faced and the importance of unity and perseverance. The meeting was a turning point for Zeros. He began to question the moral and ethical implications of the Coran Empire's plans. The humans' resilience and ingenuity had earned his respect, and he grappled with the idea of whether their mission was justified. As Zeros continued to ponder the situation, he realized that the Coran Empire's approach needed to be reevaluated. The humans' unexpected strength and the success of their joint project had shifted the balance. Zeros and his team faced a choice: continue with their original plans or seek a different path that acknowledged the humanity's achievements. The revelation had profound implications for the future of the mission. The Corans had to navigate the complexities of their objectives and consider the broader consequences of their actions. The fate of Earth and the future of the Coran Empire's plans were intertwined in a way they had not anticipated. The new understanding. Admiral Tsiros and his team faced a critical decision. The unexpected revelations about humanity's capabilities and the moral questions raised by their mission had led them to a crossroads. The Coran Empire's plans needed to be reassessed in light of the new understanding gained during their operation. Zeros convened a meeting with his top advisors to discuss their options. The findings from their infiltration, the battle against the Draxians, and the insights gained from Dr. Emily Carter had all contributed to a growing recognition of humanity's resilience and ingenuity. During the meeting, Zera presented a comprehensive analysis of the situation. Admiral, the humans' advancements and their alliance with the Saurians have changed the dynamics of our mission. Their ability to innovate and adapt poses a significant challenge. We must consider the broader implications of our actions. Zeros agreed. The evidence suggests that our initial assumptions about Earth were flawed. The humans have demonstrated a level of creativity and determination that we did not fully appreciate. Continuing with our original plans may not be the best course of action. The Corans debated their options, weighing the potential risks and benefits of their mission. They considered whether to proceed with their invasion plans, seek diplomatic engagement with humanity, or explore other alternatives. As Zeros reflected on the situation, he remembered Dr. Carter's message and the insights she had shared about the human spirit. Her words had left a lasting impression and had influenced his thinking. The Corans faced a decision that went beyond military strategy. It was a question of ethics and respect for a species that had shown remarkable resilience. In the end, Zeros and his advisors decided to pursue a new approach. They would initiate contact with humanity and propose a dialogue to explore possibilities for cooperation and mutual benefit. The goal was to build a relationship based on understanding and respect, rather than conflict. The Corans prepared for the first diplomatic contact with the human leaders. The meeting was set to take place in a secure location where both parties could discuss their objectives and explore opportunities for collaboration. As the day of the meeting approached, Zeros and his team felt a mix of anticipation and apprehension. The outcome of the discussions would determine the future of their mission and the potential for a new relationship between their species. The meeting was held in a neutral environment, with representatives from both sides present. Zeros and his team, still in their human disguises, engaged with the human leaders and shared their perspectives on the recent events and the potential for collaboration. The discussions were intense and thought-provoking. Both sides explored their goals, concerns, and aspirations. The Corans expressed their respect for humanity's achievements and their desire to find a path forward that avoided conflict. As the meeting concluded, there was a sense of cautious optimism. The Corans and humans had begun to understand each other's perspectives and had identified areas of common interest. The potential for collaboration and mutual benefit was evident, and both sides agreed to continue the dialogue. The new understanding marked a significant shift in the Coran Empire's approach. The decision to pursue diplomacy and cooperation reflected a recognition of humanity's strengths and a commitment to exploring alternative paths to achieve their goals. Zeros and his team returned to their ship with a renewed sense of purpose. The mission had evolved from a covert operation to a diplomatic endeavor, and the future held new possibilities for both the Corans and humanity. The story of the Corans' mission and their eventual shift towards understanding and cooperation with humanity became a testament to the power of resilience, adaptability, and the capacity for change. It was a reminder that even in the face of conflict, there was always the potential for new beginnings and meaningful relationships.